It started, yes. So, yes. Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to have the mighty Ken Ryu back with us again. Ken Ryu, you can move up here now. Part of the group. Look at that. All right, so last time we played together, which is only a couple of weeks ago, because wanted to keep you safe and driving, Sean. It doesn't sound as if that was necessarily going to happen.
Yeah.
It is good to have you back with us. Finding the map to drag you to. Okay, so finally, after everybody early in the campaign claiming they're from Clifton, you actually made it to Clifton. Yeah, you decide, well, you found out last session that Clifton wasn't really the place that Rafe, aka Faolán, left. It's a bit of a mess. It seems the king has possibly extended his hand a bit too much, and things are going downhill, not the least of which is now the proliferation of the drug you discovered early on in your adventures called rock salt, made by none other than everybody's favourite NPC, Leighton Dawson, who you thought sunk with his ship, but somehow he's gotten back, and he's back in Clifton. And you met up with Faolán's sister, Rafe's sister, someone called Randy, who gave Rafe some gentle ribbing. Then it was decided that some type of sign was needed. Our symbols were important. And you thought, maybe what better symbol than this Leighton Dawson person? I mean, at the very best people think of him is he's a dirty, downright tax collector who takes more than his fair share. So that's bad, but the deeper you dig, the dirtier he gets. Very much involved in this distribution of rock salt and bringing the populace down. They thought maybe killing him would be a good symbol. I'll face up too. So, the Revengers is going to stick with you now no matter what. What would you like to do?
We were still going to talk to the. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the group too, right? You guys weren't Udas and Eris going to talk to the. I'm blanking. My mind is not working right.
Yeah, we set up a talk with the
Come on.
pathway assembly something.
Upward path, guys. Come on.
That's the one.
Not the awkward path. The upward path.
I said upward. I tried to.
No, my mind was an awkward path. It's not awkward path. That's not.
No, that's not right.
Lordy. Okay. Yeah. So we want to do that. And then after that conversation, we're going to possibly ambush Dawson, because we all hate him anyway, right?
Oh,
I think ambushing Dawson would be a rallying cry to show that we'll say them back and try so we can get the populace behind us to get an army so we can do something. Basically, we gotta find a thread. That's all I got. Find some thread somewhere, somehow, that we can yank it really, really hard. And there's no way not to say that and not sound dirty. I've tried multiple ways in my head, but no other way to phrase it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, where would I start with? You want to start with the meeting with the Upward Path people? Is that the idea?
That's the idea, right, guys? We'll check that first, because we want to see if we're on the right path, so to speak, to stop this beast thing.
Okay.
Hey, Udas, Eris.
Are you people coming with us? Because I feel like as well as that went, I felt like it was a fluke. So if we could have somebody who could also.
Are we doing that first, or are we going to take care of Dawson first? What do you guys want to do first?
Do we even know where Dawson is?
You know, that's a whole thing to figure out. Oh, we didn't know he makes a certain path. Did we figure out a route he really walked or something? Didn't last time? This was 2 weeks ago, and I was a little bit deeper in the cups than I meant to be.
Is that he's around? You haven't seen him. People you've talked to haven't seen him. Well, other than sort of incidentally in the castle, where he makes the odd appearance there. People have seen him in the castle, but not outside of the castle.
We know he runs a drug trade, and so we also thought the Upper Path would know more about the drug trade, right?
Yes.
So if this Upper Path sounds like the way place to go first, and we're try to learn with the drug trade, try to learn where we can find Dawson, maybe, and also see if we can. That's meta. I'm also learning more about what the item we had to take. Yes, you did say you wanted some reward for getting that item, right?
Yeah, we were promised a very large sum of money by the idiot brothers. Who
Yeah, we're going to mention them though because they're both gone.
/ got themselves killed.
I mean, we know where the body is, though. Like, we can send them to go find Armistice. If he's still...
did a job.
And Torrance is probably sitting there crying over it. But he took he left us to go fight.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Armistice is in stasis.
Yeah, technically. I mean, he's dead, but he's, not decaying.
Wait, did we get Demon Chain? Wasn't that one of the items?
I think we couldn't get it.
And we couldn't forget it, right?
Yeah,
we did not take any off, yeah. Because we also didn't know if that would mess up the chain or anything like that. But we do know places to get it. So.
And we couldn't figure out how to get a piece.
Well, all I'll say is that if we tell the head of the Upward Path that we have...
that works.
He's the fucking head of the Upward Path. If he can't afford to resurrect his son, then why are we responsible for that? Fuck him.
No, it works. So actually, we're bringing a gift into him with the knowledge of where his son is in stasis. Now we have to explain that we didn't kill him. He did something reckless on his own behalf.
Should we lie to him and tell him that he died more honorably than he did?
No.
I
mean, I wouldn't go either way. He died trying to. What did he die trying to do at the time?
Well, he died on the ship that.
But why?
Trying to kill Leighton Dawson is how he died.
But we don't know that you were trying to kill Leighton Dawson. We only know that you went there to do what you took a sidetrack to Leighton Dawson. You had accomplished your mission already. What was it?
Even if we say that it's on Leighton Dawson's ship that he died, that's enough to probably piss him off.
Oh, that's
true. I'm just trying to make sure we don't phrase it in a way where we were at fault at all. That's all I'm trying to avoid.
Well, he went by himself, and we didn't go. I don't want to get blamed for him going by himself.
Agreed.
His choice.
I mean, we literally went back on, got his body, and blew up the ship. Like, what more could they ask for at the moment?
Yeah.
It's one minor thing I want to point out, that it is not just a simple money of bringing Armistice back. If you remember, the priests over at the other island said there's something wrong with his soul, and that it's kind of rotting away, and they needed these very specific components to bring him back to life. It's not just a matter of throwing money at it, and no doubt his father could afford it. It's not just a simple matter of money. The other point I'll raise is the longer you take, the worse it gets for Armistice.
All right. They're talking to head Upper Path. Rafe's father and him worked well together, so they had a positive relationship. We can build off of or use that if we have to, right? In conversation.
The way I explained it is the Wonderment Assembly and the Upward Path kind of work together in some senses, almost like if there's things that Clifton or the Wonderment Assembly didn't want to be seen doing, but they wanted doing, then that's when the Upward Path will get involved. That's just one of the many things that the Upward Path does, though. Not just like an organization does dirty deeds for the Wonderment Assemblies. They're a lot bigger than that. That is part of what they do.
Yeah. So you saying that Rafe would is a relationship between him and my father, or Rafe's father, or no, that could use or pull on, or
you would know him in passing.
Okay.
His name is Alexander Shade.
Right.
That is the head. Which, oops. Copy and paste didn't work. Yeah, that's his name. I.e. Armistice's father.
All right then. So we're gonna go. Let me recite this again. So we're gonna go to Upper Path. We're going to tell them that we knew his son. And how are we gonna phrase? I'm not doing this. This is Soren's job. Soren's gonna be telling all this.
I think that's a bad idea because Soren didn't really care for Armistice.
Udas is in the same boat.
All
We're
right.
oh god, we're gonna die.
Right?
Right? That's
I'll
a
try
great
to
point
talk, but, like-
you bring to the table.
Uh-huh. All right. So Rafe's talking again, huh?
Wait,
Should
so
Kenny or
what,
you talk?
what exactly is going on? Like,
We're gonna
why
go
are you guys
talk
going
to
to
Upward
the
Path.
upward path?
Okay, Upward Path to try to learn. We're gonna tell him about his son. We're gonna ask so we're gonna try to learn if he knows anything about the drug trade in the area. So we know where Leigh Dawson might be, and what his past might be, so we can plan. Well, we're gonna plan a killing. I'm not sure we're gonna say that to this guy. We're gonna plan to kill Leighton Dawson.
As
And-
as a background note for this, because I know you weren't there. There is a big drug problem that we've kind of
Oh,
run
yeah.
across in Clifton.
Jeez, man, so much.
Where a lot of people seem to be kind of controlled, whether or not they're given this substance. And that
we know
substance.
this is
Yes.
Leighton Dawson's fault.
Yes, it is
And-
the same substance that was given on that island we were at earlier. It's the
Yeah,
I
I
had a note.
remember. But as characters, though, we know that it's coming from Leighton Dawson.
I don't remember how we
Yes.
know.
And we're going to the upward path to try to get information regarding his whereabouts.
Yes.
Leighton Dawson, your
And
whereabouts
our-
and
yeah.
habits and path.
And our bargaining chip is the
Knowledge
location
of
of
yep.
Armistice's body.
yes, and possible way of saving him if he wants to send people to do that.
Okay. I mean,
Saving / resurrecting.
okay, I get the gist of what's going on now.
Just how we're going to mess this. This is so complicated. We're going to.
I mean, I could do the talking if you want. Now that I
Alright.
know
That works too.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That works.
We're
'cause
gonna
I was
send in a
lost
small
these
child to
past
talk about
15
drugs.
minutes, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's-
He'll alter himself to make himself look older, though, as we approach.
You're a small, older person.
Yeah, from medium to or small to medium.
It's a short, but not childlike.
All right. Okay, so how can you get all that? Because I don't think we can say it again.
The only other point I'd make out, which is something that Armistice was very firm about when explaining the upward path, was kids are not to be involved. Kids are off limits. Like if someone came up to the upward path and said, "Kill this kid," they'd probably find a knife in their own back before the night is out. You did notice several children were on the drugs. Not like super young, but like 13, 14, 15-year-olds. Like very much within the definition of a child. So, you know, they wouldn't like that. So, yes.
Are we trying to get their help with the demon as well?
I mean, if they
we
wanna
had-
do a solid, but I don't want to ask them
Add-
for too much.
Well,
Add more
all
to
I'm
it.
saying is that if now that we just remembered just now that they hate kid killers, these cultists sacrificed 5 children that we were eyewitness to.
We totally have to prove that and totally get the line of
Message
thought.
the head of the orphanage.
Man, we're asking another layer of complication. But
The proof. I'm just saying, this
Well, we
thing is
can-
coming up from the ocean now.
What
we can
message
turn this
do we
into
have?
like a tit for tat type situation. Like we help them with the drug thing here in their home, and they help us take down something that's possibly threatening the entire world. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the drugs. I would definitely be on board for stopping that.
So
Okay, so let's go do that.
let's go do that.
You
So if
got
you
this,
also remember,
Henry.
Judas, you've got some in with the upward path. You remember they said that they would find you, and after the wrestling match, which I think you lost, didn't you? Did you lose that
Oh
one?
yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, worth
Crap.
some terrible rolls.
Some crap beaten out of you would be a fairly succinct definition. Okay, I assume you're all long rested, by the way, if you're not already. So just assume you're long rested. The other thing I will point out as well is Mr. Kenry Yu. Oh no, you're right, level 8. Good. Just checking whether you'd leveled up or not. Okay, so you take some rest at some random tavern, Rafe. It's very definitely Rafe at the moment. I assume he's very definitely not Faolán McAllister, hiding in the
Correct.
shadows. People would obviously recognize him. Then who knows what would happen? It's a chaotic element you could do without. And you wake up in the morning, grab some breakfast, wondering what the hell you've gotten yourself into with his tangled webs, with literal god almost looking like creature looking to burst out of the sea, but at the moment still thrashing around in Dragon's Bay doing who knows what the hell there. But he seems to be limited there, and you suspect, well, some of the chains are still in place. Some of them have been loosened, Judas, and yeah.
I was asleep.
And you're thinking, wow, it would be really good if we could meet up with the upward path. Drugs, children involved, cultists, children killed, and old George, right? Poor old George. Numerous other children as well. Bad stuff. So as you're sitting in this tavern, plotting what your next move is, a gentleman sidles up to your table. Just a normal-looking guy. Looked like he could be a farmhand, like short red hair, pale in complexion, dressed in leather, a simple leather tunic. And he sits down and he looks at Judas in particular and raises his eyebrows and doesn't say a word. And then stands up and leaves the inn. Like making direct eye contact with you, Judas, raising his eyebrows and then leaving. Yeah.
I think that guy wanted to buy me a drink. Let's go, guys. I think the upward path has come to say hi.
All right.
Okay.
Guys
I'm gonna
left
trust
the
you on that.
tavern. Okay, so you sounds like you're all getting up and following this guy, and he's not even turning around to see if you're following. You get the impression that this is an offer that is not going to be repeated. You go through the streets of Clifton, once again imagining Rafe keeping his head down and the rest of you trying to look as inconspicuous as a pink tiefling can. And you come across sort of more the commercial district. And you see there's a nice bakery at the bottom called Not So Us. And he walks up the stairs above it to what was like some type of accommodation above, and he walks up the stairs, opens the doors, and goes inside. I assume you follow?
I guess we followed
Yep.
the creepy guy.
Okay. So you follow up, and
So-
there's the door there, and you open up the door. And it's almost a mini entrance kind of a way, about a 10-foot by 10-foot room. And there's another gentleman there, different to the ginger-haired gentleman. And there's a door behind it, it's closed. And he looks around at all of you, raises his eyebrows again. This time he's kind of moving back and forth, making eye contact with each and every one of you. Are you a big boy by now, Kenryu?
Yes.
Okay, you're a big boy. All right, cool. So yeah, he's just locking eye contact with all of you.
We're here for an audience.
Do I really need to spell this out?
I'll give him, I don't know, like 5 gold.
He says, oh, he pushes it back to you and says, no, this is not what I'm asking. Lay down all your weapons, all your armor, spell components, everything. Pretty much you're welcome to enter wearing your undergarments and not much more. A simple cloak will be provided.
Okay, I set my sword down, and that's all I have.
You wearing armor?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna take me forever if I have to go.
We have all day, miss. Swords, weapons, armor, spell components, magical items. Everything. Does anybody not do that?
I don't suppose so. A whole lot of choice.
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot, so yeah, I don't care.
Everybody is doing this.
Do you have a better idea?
Udas will reluctantly put down his weapons, but he will utter out loud, I didn't realize the upward path were cowards.
Oh, my dear man. Cowards we are not. We just like to take precautions. I mean, if we wanted you dead, you'd be dead already. Do not think that we fear you.
Smart.
In that case, yeah, I don't give up my weapons. If you don't fear me, then you have nothing to fear from me.
Oh, this
I will not go in unarmed.
Oh,
Please, can you just let him go in? It's like he's this. I don't know what to say. I mean, everybody else is taking off their stuff. It's just one guy with a hammer.
That's one guy with a hammer who is not invited. You want an audience with the person who you want an audience. You are not getting within 10 feet of him with such a weapon. Put it
That
down.
makes sense.
Put it down, or the meeting is off. Choice is yours.
So if I don't go in, the meeting's off?
If you don't put down that weapon right now, the meeting is off, not just for you, but for everybody.
He'll put it down.
The guy gives you a wry smile. Very well. And follow me. And you notice some other guard type people have come and kind of surrounded your weapons and put them kind of in a foot locker type of situation just to keep them out of sight. And you walk into a room, and in this room it looks like the factory floor almost of the bakery. There's people kneading dough with these massive, huge forearms. You can tell that they do this for a living. And other people, are cooking bread. The smell of yeast permeates through there. And the guy leads you through. Everybody working there, like doing the manual labor, is very specifically not watching you. Like when you come to the person kneading the dough, he kind of turns his back to you and gives a big stretch, cracks his neck, and then flips around and continues kneading the dough, like completely avoiding eye contact. You get the suspicion this is a dance that these people have done before. It's almost beautiful in a sense, the way that they're managing to avoid it, doing little dances and stuff. It's quite remarkable how natural they look at avoiding your eye contact. But you're taking down to the back, and there's a gentleman there, sitting, and there's a whole tray of pastries in front of him, like one with looks like a strawberry topping and one with a black topping, and he's trying each one, and he takes a bite of the one with strawberry and says, no, too much salt on this one. You need to decrease the salt. They keep on telling you using the salt is an art form. You add just the right amount. Too little, there's no flavor. Too much, all you taste is salt. Just a tad less salt. And he takes a bite of the second one and says, no, too sweet, cut back on the sugar. This is far too sweet. And he goes down the line, kind of more or less ignoring you before he goes through. And there's a person frantically taking notes next to him, then he leaves. And he looks around at all of you. Have a seat. And around this kind of tasting table, there's a seat's enough for all of you. So,
Take a seat.
Yeah.
So I hear you requested a meeting with me. Let me just start the preamble by saying, if this is a waste of my time, if this is not worth my effort, then you're jerking me around. Well, let's just say that expect something sharp and pointy in the middle of the night. Trust me, I can do it. We can get to you without even you know what they're becoming. So, what is it that you want?
Well, as you know, there has been a spike.
Back up. Who the fuck are you?
My name's Kenryu.
Why should I give a shit about what you're about to tell me, Kenry?
We were traveling companions with Armistice and Roman Shade.
Okay. Well, I do not see Armistice. I see Roman.
They are a bit indisposed at the moment, and we have information regarding them too. That was.
Look, I started this meeting by saying no to play games, not to jerk around me. And you start with an idioms like they're indisposed. What the hell does that mean? Speak plainly or not at all.
Okay, I will. So Armistice was with us, and he was searching for something called the Mark of Fate, I believe. It's supposed to be important to you guys. And he succeeded in finding it at a great cost to his well-being. And now he's currently in like stasis, I guess. And Roman is helping get him out of that, and we also wanted to talk about that with you for finding help on restoring him to his former glory.
You better talk plain. What the hell does stasis mean?
He is He's not in a state between life and death. He's definitely dead. But we have the guidelines to bring him back. I'm sure Roman has provided information about that to you. And we would like to offer our services to help that become possible in exchange for a little help with a few tasks that we need to complete as well.
Were you there with him when he died?
From what I've heard, I wasn't there.
From
at the
what
time.
you heard, you're telling
From
me about
these
the death
people
of
around,
some...
from these people around me.
So why the fuck are you talking to me?
None of us were there, sir, when he died. I went onto the boat and I grabbed his body and I brought it back. It was I'm sure you know of him, Leighton Dawson. It was on Leighton Dawson's ship that I found his body.
Well, and number one, and he glares at Kenryu. You need to learn a lesson from this lady. She spoke simply, she spoke to the point. Take notes.
Oh, yes, sir.
Best thing about being a DM, you get to be an asshole, and it's good fun.
Yep.
I'm sure he'd be mortified to know he's yelling at a child.
kind of a child. Now, normally, I wouldn't give a bunch of you nobodies even a second look. But you mentioned the Mark of Fate. You know of 3 people who knew of this mission. Myself, Roman, and Armistice. Explain to me, young tiefling, where is his body and what needs to be done?
It's in Silverdale, right? Yeah, Silverdale at the church. I'm out of character. I'm just assuming that that's probably where Roman is at the moment because we kind of lost track of him.
Yeah, we'll say Roman.
I mean, honestly, quite a lot of interesting shit. The blood of an innocent stranger spilt upon consecrated ground, chains of infernal iron, a device that holds a device to hold a tainted soul. By the way, his soul is tainted, which is why we can't resurrect him the normal way. Yeah, also like 25,000 gold pieces. That's what I have on my little checklist here.
One of those things is quite easy to obtain, the last one. But you need to back the tainted soul?
So I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'm not a priestly type. That is what we were told by the priestly types. We did try to take him in for a regular resurrection, but apparently we need the resurrection plus.
So, in summary, my son is dead with a tainted soul, and he's right in the heart of the enemy's territory. I got that plain. Is that an accurate summary?
I suppose, yeah, if you call them your enemy, I guess, yeah.
Oh, you are wise beyond your years, it seems. Yes, enemy is such a loaded, misused word. The right choice of words, I agree. So you've freely given this information to me?
I mean, I would. Okay.
And this, you see his competent demeanor just break for a little bit. As I said, the mark of fate was something known to only a select few, and you've spoken about it, talked about armistice. And he kind of stops for a second and says, "Armistice, you fucking idiot." All right. Well, I'll need to make some connections, verify this information. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now you may leave.
We have some other issues. One of them pertaining to who we assume to be, considering he was on his boat, Armistice's killer, Leighton Dawson. We are actually we're looking for information on him. We have very strong evidence, as in we were literally told that he is the head of this drug trade that I'm sure you've noticed has affected Clifton very, very harshly. In fact, just walking through the streets, we could see numerous people, numerous poor souls that were taken in by this drug, including those of the younger folks. And we'd actually seen this on I can't even remember the name of the island. On an island, basically where I had met Armistice and Roman, and they put a stop to it, at least in part there. Yes, thank you, Boothwyn Island, in Long Beach. We put a stop to it there, but obviously the drug trade has expanded to here. We know that Leighton Dawson brought this over. We're looking for help, basically, to stop this.
You spoke of evidence. You said somebody told you it was Leighton Dawson. So all you have is hearsay?
We've traced it back to him, essentially. What we were told is he's basically been getting it from Boothwyn Island. That's where this drug is manufactured, essentially from the plant life there. And we've actually gone through that jungle ourselves, and we've experienced those effects. And it is the same, and it is what he was trafficking from there.
Oh, this is interesting. I mean, Leighton Dawson. I mean, it's kind of one of those unwritten statements. He's a tax collector, and he collects more than his fair share. Everybody knows it, nobody says it, but it is true. He's been, from what my sources tell me, being somewhat slack in his collections and putting it off to lackeys when he did such a good job for himself. He's been disappeared for like weeks on end, which can't help but think at least partially corroborates your story. I mean, he is back in town. People say as he doesn't leave his castle.
He never leaves it.
And who are you?
My name's Rafe.
Do you have your cloak up over your head, Rafe?
Yeah.
If you're going to talk to me, I'm going to need your face.
All right, I'll lower it.
His face turns a slight shade of pale. You know I could get 50,000 gold pieces right now if I so choose to, right?
Yes, but I think we have a common endeavor at the moment. I'm trusting that gold is not a motivation for you.
You have misread me completely.
So you have plenty of gold.
Oh, there's only one thing better than plenty of gold, and that's more gold.
Mm.
And I'm a capitalist. I wholly embrace their whole idea. So, Faolán, explain to me why I shouldn't turn you in right now.
Gold is simply a means of power and influence. I'm assuming those things are more important than the actual money itself. And we currently have a common the enemy, I would say, problem. Surely we can work together for mutual benefit.
Together in what? Stopping late? I mean, listen, this whole rock salt business around Clifton, and as far as I can tell, all across Rookfor Island, is problematic. I mean, the army is weakened. Populace either don't care or are too off their face to even form an opinion. And children have been caught up in it as well. Not just using the stuff, but dealing the stuff. This is one thing we can't abide. We try and control it as best we can, but it's beyond our control because we could never, ever get to the leader of the organization. And you're claiming it's Leighton.
You are. And I believe taking out Lane Dawson would rally people to a cause that would end my brother's reign, which would give you significant influence in this kingdom as being the one to help me accomplish that.
I'm hearing you right. It sounds like you want to be king. Is that correct?
I want my brother to not be king. Not exactly the same thing, but yes,
but
it is what I'm willing to do.
If he, fell on his own sword, so to say, you would be next in line.
Correct.
Interesting.
So you see, we have some common interests.
We do have some common interests. I mean, this is one thing that we cannot abide by is the abuse of children. You've mentioned the drugs. Plain to see, as I said, we've never been able to get to the bottom of it because we can never get to the top of it. If what you're saying is true, it is Leighton Dawson, then perhaps I could offer you some help in getting Leighton Dawson.
What kind of help do you think you could offer?
I mean, they're assassins, aren't they?
I'm just waiting for the offers.
Well, you are not wrong. But put it this way. What you say has the ring of truth. That Leighton Dawson is in fact behind it all. All the pieces are starting to come together. But you're mistaken. I'd be a bad judge of character. And eventually, if Leighton Dawson is not the person who you think he is, he's just an arsehole tax collector, the fat fuck that he is, and it could go poorly if it was seen that we've done it. It's like when we do take out people know it was us and they know the reasons for it. It's like, oh my god, that person's dead. Oh no, dearie me. Everybody knows it's us because we know we killed the right people. Not 100% convinced that Leighton Dawson is the right person.
Well, and to be honest, killing him would accomplish the goal of rallying the people around a cause, which is what we're trying to do. And we should be able to do many things with one attempt. We should be able to rally people to end what's going on in our country that I care about, for the people that I care about, and I would think you profited from. And order is more profitable than all this chaos. And then we can end the drug trade one way or the other, either through Dawson, or if I'm king again, I'll end it the other way. We'll track down the cause of this problem, and we'll end it that way. So either way you go, all paths lead to to a successful partnership.
And if you're looking to rally people behind a cause, they're not the rallying point.
Agreed.
You are, Faolán.
Agreed. Well, I'm not asking you to kill him. All I need to know is where he is and how we can address him. Anything you know about him, so we can be able to accomplish this. Where would be the right place to catch him, to find him? How can we? Do you have any suggestions of where we could have a confront him in a way that would rally people?
What I can tell you for certain is he has not stepped through the gates of the castle. Not been seen leaving or anywhere else apart from the castle. But I assume you're smart enough to know there are more ways to leave a castle than through the front door.
Do you know of those ways?
I do not. But there are magical ways, there are tunnels, there are numerous options. What I do know is when he is not seen inside the castle. I have my sources there. They're very expensive sources, but sources nevertheless, who can look around the castle and say he's nowhere to be seen. The only other place that I could think of doing it is this little castle, a little keep would be a better word, that's off on the coast, not that far away from me. If there's a place that Leighton Dawn is, that is it in the castle, that would be my best guess. If he's not there, then I can.
That's very helpful. I have another question. Can you tell me more about this artifact that Armistice wanted to that you needed from him to get? Because we don't have, what do we? I'm sorry. Quick pause for a minute pause. What do we do with the artifact, guys? Who has that?
Roman does.
Roman has it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
The Mark of Fate, while it's a very interesting, potentially powerful item in the right hands, it wasn't so much about the artifact. It was more about Armistice proving himself as a leader, as capable.
Okay.
I've led this organization for a long time, and my bones, quite frankly, are starting to creak. The idea was that Armistice would step into my place. Maybe that still might be the case if we get this blood and these chains and so on.
I see.
So the item itself, while powerful, was more of a test of Armistice.
I understand. And
I guess in a very real sense, he failed. He failed to return the Mark of Fate to me.
So far. I mean, if he resurrects and he brings it to you, it's still technically bringing it back.
One of those things that is technically true, but kind of against the spirit of it.
Speaking of like the infernal chains and stuff like that, I suppose this is something that I don't even know if you'd be able to help with this or anything. Yeah, so there are these chains that go down into the earth in certain spots on a few different islands that chain down this big demon-y thing. And I guess it's coming through the earth in was it Dragon Bay? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is...
I'm sure you've probably heard about it.
Not only heard of it, seen it, heard reports that the thing is pissed. But it seems a couple of chains are holding it down. So it seems more chains held it down before, but somehow, it's broken free. And if those last two chains fall, I don't know what will happen.
Yeah, well, so we have the one kind of gunked up over by Silverdale. So that's good. That one's kind of stuck there for a bit. I gunked it up myself. And we let the army know. The one that was over to between the mountains and Beach Mount, that one's kind of gone. Some tree lady took it, or at least took the tree it was tied to.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know if you can send like a few people down there to like monitor the hole. But I have a feeling that bad stuff might come out of there. I don't know. I don't know if that's something you want to monitor. I don't even know if that's something that you could even assist with. It's kind of like a big thing. Not to say that you can't handle big things, but okay. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do note what you're trying to say, and there's a concern. There's people worried. But it's still chained down in the meantime. Perhaps we'll deal with this problem with Leighton Dawson first, and then we'll proceed from.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, thanks for your help. Can we come back here? Like, if we do get this done, by the way, do we have to get another invitation? It was very awkward following this man to here. I'm without sounding rude.
And that needs for caution, do you not?
Oh yeah, I got it. But like, I mean, we know where we are now, right? Unless you're gonna do some weird memory wipe thingy, but I don't think you are. Are you?
No, but there's no guarantee I'll be here next time, but though is there. We will find you.
Yeah, that's what I'm sure you'll want to have a conversation.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to leave my presence, I have some pastries to sample.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So you get up and leave the meeting with Alexander Shade, and you go back to the little entryway. All your weapons and everything is gone. You do. I'm kidding. It's all there. You can grab it all. Nothing is missing.
Okay, I didn't really need any of it. Cast my spells.
It's gonna take me forever to put this all back on, guys. It's just wait a couple minutes.
Soren grabs his little vial of blood and then walks out.
I'm like putting on plate mail armor in the corner.
It takes at least 10 minutes just for the plate armor.
I know.
At least 10 minutes, yeah. A long time anyway.
All right, so we're out there. We got weapons. We're elsewhere for the conversation to kind of compress or talk about what we learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gus?
Oh, hey, did he tell us where this little keepy thing is? Can I like look at a map?
Yeah, assuming he
Is there a
told us
keepy
that.
thing on the map.
He gave you directions and basically head to the coast and turn westward, basically. Can't miss it. Like a little keep. It's a 2-story keep with 4 turrets kind of in each corner. Yeah. Should be fairly easy to find.
Went straight to the keep, and he's in his castle. But so the keep's where we need to go, right? That's where if you're not in the castle, he'd be in the keep, right?
I have a feeling it's probably best to go to the keep.
Yeah,
Because
otherwise
I
not
don't
breaking
think
the-
that we
breaking
can
into the
handle an
castle.
assault on a castle. Yeah.
Or even sneaking in would be challenging. So yeah, I'd like to keep playing at least first.
Okay.
Anybody disagree?
Uh,
Yeah.
So it's just with the castle, I said this before, but the castle is, you could tell yourself, Rafe, that the soldiers that are patrolling it are no jokes. They're like serious-looking soldiers, lots of them, and there's like catapults, ballistas, trebuchets that would normally point out towards the bay. They're kind of pointed inwards towards the land, which strikes you as a little bit off. So be everything's possible in D&D, but it'll be a very hard assault. It's a castle. It's supposed to be assault-proof. But you make your way.
Yeah.
You make your way to the coast and follow the direction that Alexander Shade gave you, and you do indeed see a keep up ahead. And check something. So I'm not saying you're right in this position, but this is what you see from a distance. I'll put you on there, Mr. Henryu, as well. See anything at the moment? Okay, so it's a keep. There's a little wharf area over to the south here, and you notice there's some rowboats, and off in the harbour there's another boat It looks similar to the Hickleton, which was his boat, but this is a different boat, but similar sort of style. And you see some very serious guards out front. There are some turrets, like little towers coming off the top of the keep, with little arrow slits on the top of it. You do?
Is there any way we can go about this sneaky?
I mean, we could try Soren's way. He's just sneaky and get a boat and do the Pirates Caribbean thing underwater. I don't know how we do sneaky. What's the? I mean, we go around to the left somehow, try to find some in the jungle area, some opening that might be hidden. We could always try the. You guys wanted to do the Star Wars Wookiee thing.
What?
Captured.
Wookie?
Yeah, captured.
Oh.
Nobody.
Is this just like a one-story house?
Yes, but the turrets are higher than the rest of it. Oh, sorry, three turrets. Sorry, I thought I said 4. There's 3 of them. Little arrow slits, and you can tell, even observing from wherever you're observing, there's people in each one of the turrets. You can just tell by the shadows. And you can also tell, even without looking, these people are not the usual guards brought out in the mine. They are on high alert.
Yeah, so you
That's
guys want
a
to?
good sign.
Do you guys want to bring me in as a capture? You guys want to do it before? I don't. It could go badly, or we could rush them.
I don't know if that'll go well.
It was y'all's plan. I'm just reminding you of it.
I know. I just have a feeling it won't work in this situation. If we were going into the main castle, maybe, but not in this one.
I mean, because there's 3 turrets and they're all pointing to the front of the building, or?
Yeah, could we get to like one of the sides where there's less turret?
This turret. Because, like, I mean, I could go invisible, climb up, and like blast a fireball into one of them.
That
Something like that.
is subtle.
I could also try to put them to sleep.
That worked great last time. Actually, it worked really well. Sleep. I mean, like I said, we could just try to go over to the west and see if there's around through the woods there, and so we can find a way that's hidden and try to find another way in. But that seems unlikely. It is a dang key, similar to the catapult concept, right?
Yeah, pretty much it'll be go over the walls or through the front door usually.
Water would be an option. If you wanted to do a water thing somehow under the water into the depth, it might be the dock. We might be able to sneak in that way. But I'm not sure where y'all the mad people. I'm just a blunt instrument here. So
I have an idea.
Okay.
It might be a bad idea. Okay, so let me just
We
get
love
that out of
those.
the way.
We love those.
So
Perfect.
the boat, I'm assuming it's docked at the moment. If we undock the boat and kind of just let it loose into the ocean, do you think the people at the front gate would leave? Because hey, our boat's going away.
You just want to blow up again.
I didn't even say that.
You're still
kind of
on
like-
the blow up boat high. You're like, oh man, do it again.
I mean, we could float it up to sea on fire. That would distract.
That isn't subtle. That isn't our
How
boat
do you-
accidentally like undocked. I don't know.
How does
That's
a boat
hey,
accidentally undock though?
I know.
I don't know.
How
Like,
do-
how is it
how do-
secured to dock at the moment? Is it like
How do we-
tied there, or is
No,
it like
Sorry,
anchored?
these are like boats that would use to get to the bigger boat. The bigger boat is just anchored like about 50 or so feet offshore. Much bigger boat than that. A big boat that's not shown on the map anchored there. You presume these boats are used to travel back and forth between the boat, because this dock is not nearly big enough for the boat that's out in the harbour.
I mean, literally, if you just cut the anchor at the bottom of the sea, it would go loose.
Is the anchor held by a chain or a rope, though? Probably a chain.
I mean, but getting out the boat is the same problem as anything else. You gotta sneak out the boat and not be seen, right?
I mean, I can just walk on the bottom of the ocean and climb up the chain onto the boat, but
No, there's nobody's there.
do
Well,
we see
no,
it? Yeah, the thing is, do we see anyone on the boat?
the last time we had somebody do that, it didn't go well.
Is there a way for Soren cut the chain to the anchor underwater?
I don't think I really have any spells that would do that.
Eris, can you make him something that can do that?
Let me think here. Do you know enlarge reduce? You could always just enlarge reduce the chain, or just a part of the chain, and then just snap it.
I don't think I know that. Because I had it the entire game and never used it once, so I swapped it out last session. Or last level
Oh.
up. Yeah. I literally have
Tis
never
the way
used it
things
ever.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have that spell, but I don't have a way to stay underwater. Like, because that's concentration, and alter self is concentration, which I would need to be underwater.
Okay.
We'll point out one other factor that you might want to consider. Is these turrets, the 3 turrets, are like the very top of them is about 50 feet in the air, but they are open. They do not have like a roof on top of them. So keep that in mind as well, I guess.
So we should catapult up and into the no.
Are they like cannonball turrets or like big ol' arrow shoot turrets?
Oh, it's you see arrow slits all around it.
Sadness. Okay.
We are not
There's
going
no
onto the boat
explosive
to put
barrels.
ourselves in the cannons and shoot ourselves into the keys.
This isn't
That is
Sea of
not
Thieves.
right. It's not happening.
No, I meant like in the top of
will
the
die.
towers if there was gonna be gunpowder up there, but there's
Oh, okay.
if it's arrow slots, there's not.
Yeah, definitely arrow slots. Yeah.
I mean, if you want, you could just go there and fireball into the same holes that they had last time for the cannons. Do you think they learned their lesson?
I don't know. I feel like we just need to not worry about the ship. Unless we're gonna go on the ship and use their cannons to shoot at the fort. That's the only reason I could think to actually even
the ship isn't working really. I mean, like I don't know an easy way to do the ship. I really am just sitting here thinking it's going to be a rush. I don't know. We don't have a better strategy.
You want to just rush? We can rush. Is everybody okay with us just rushing in?
That's the only. I'm looking at that. I don't see a better plan.
I mean, we can
It's
try
fine,
to
you
be
can-
sneaky, but it never works. We can just run and just do it.
Yeah, just
Honestly,
charge.
It sounds fun, but should we try being sneaky first, though?
I
Well, I
can
can-
do a little
in
bit
what way?
to help us be sneaky.
I
But
can
what sticky you guys
climb
wanna
up
do?
and deal with one of the towers.
Okay,
Oh,
you want to
right.
do that and
Should
drop a
we-
rope?
Yeah, I forgot you have a thing that you can make a sneaky, can't you?
Just
Well,
one
Soren can
time a day.
sneak in and climb up, drop a rope for us somewhere around the corner, and we can try to be sneaky over, climb up the rope, get caught, and fight them.
Or do
Yeah,
you
sure.
guys want to try to take each turret and then where are the turrets pointed exactly? Like
Turrets is kind of towers. Yeah, it's 50 feet
'cause
above.
we could
There's like some towers that have the walls around the towers with arrow slits on it, no roof on it. Turret says something
Yeah,
different
we
to me.
could-
Tower. Yeah.
if there's 3 of them, 2 each can take 1. And then
Ow.
we get whatever crossbow or whatever arrow thing is in there and then just shoot all the people on the ground.
How
I
do
don't
they
think
take it
it's
again?
like that. I think he means like turret, like the
Yeah.
tower bar, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Or we could
I think it's Malcolm misunderstanding what the word turret means, but yes, like this. Yep, that's an accurate representation of the thing you see before you. Yep.
but do you guys want to like try to take those positions and then we get someone with range in each one and then try to pick them off?
We don't know how many are in those towers, so how do you know if who can take them, and how many you need to take it and hold it? And how many are inside?
We have 2 people that can go invisible to check it out.
Because I can go invisible, climb up, check it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
get this all here. Because
Just
our
do
biggest
that.
problem is gonna be those turrets. Because we're gonna get caught out in the open. We're gonna have these 2, if we come
Okay.
from the front, that are gonna be shooting at us.
You go ahead and be invisible and check it out and scat it out, and then yell help when you want us to charge in, and we'll wait and see what you find out. How does that sound?
Yeah, I can telepath someone. Also,
Okay.
so I
And
don't
you,
need to
you
swing.
can spider climb as well, right? Just innately? Is that right, sir?
I have a climb speed. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so you could just no check required
He's
climb
home.
up the side of these towers.
Okay, so I'll scout it out at least. Not that stealthy, but I'll be invisible. So
Okay, if that's what you want to do, how far back are the rest of you? And where are you?
I guess we're back in the tree line out of the way.
To the north?
How far? Yeah, we're north already, so north works. How far is the tree line from there where we can be?
This
Where
is
we can
about
see?
where you are.
How many? Yeah, how many yards? Or is it, should I measure it? Okay, measure it. I didn't know if it was accurate.
No, it's accurate. But this is...
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I said you're not exactly here because you'd be seen if you're exactly here.
Yeah, exactly. So we should be farther back from
I'd
that.
like
We're-
2
this is
bushes.
How far? 100
Yeah, I
feet?
know. That's what I'm looking.
100
This is
sounds
about
right.
30. So, yep, I agree. 100 sounds right. In the
So
in the
everyone-
bushes and the trees.
Unless you told me otherwise, I'm going to assume you're 100 feet off the map to the north. Obviously, just leave your
Okay.
tokens where they are. And Sauron, you cast invisibility?
yeah, and I'll give telepathy to speak to. I think I've been doing it to Eris. I'll just do it to Eris again.
That
Okay.
works. I'm gonna go ahead and oh gosh, should I bring up Tana now or wait? It's easy to do, so bring it up now. Bring Tana up now, that way I can rush in if I need to.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, Sauron, I very specifically do not want you to make me a stealth check. Do not make me a stealth check. Because when things happen, I want you to tell me what you're trying to do. And because obviously, if you roll 2 natural ones, your actions are going to be different as opposed to if you roll 2 natural 20s. This is why I don't want you to roll stealth now. But I'm going to make some rolls behind the scenes. Because as I said, these active guards, they look like they're active. So what I'm saying, it's not a passive perception check. It's an active perception check.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna make
Well, we're
some
100,
rolls.
we're 100 feet back, and I'm trying to get in the bushes. We can't be seen. I don't know anything else I would say I'm doing.
Oh, you guys are
Anything else
fine.
we say?
It's more Soren.
Okay.
You
Keep
guys
it
are fine.
soaring. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So let me just make some rolls. Okay. I'm just going to make a note of a number.
Okay.
Fine. What'd you like to do?
I'm gonna go to the beach.
Okay.
While invisible, go into the water and just walk along the water,
Okay.
and then pop up over here and try to climb up this side.
Okay, so you climb up the side of it, no problem. And you peek your head over the top of the turret. I'm just going to move you here, just so you can see.
Okay.
So you should be able to inside there, and that's what you see. You see these two individuals here. You see a staircase leading down. For reasons, this bedroll is actually on the level below. It's just easier for me to do the map this way. Okay, so you pop your head over, or you're going to go into the turret itself?
No, I'll just peek in.
Okay, so we'll see you peeking in, so you're not really there.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Okay. Boy. Oh boy. What is it? Is it? Nope, not control. Shift. Why isn't it working? There we go.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you pop your head over. I gotta say, the stealth that I rolled, I'll let you know, there was a 6, natural 1, which worked out to be a 3. There was a 9, and I kept track of who was making it. This guy is doing his job and looking out over here. This guy turns around and says, "The fuck? There's something there! Look, the water is dripping!" You stop and think, why did I walk through the water? I'm like a walking rain cloud almost at the moment. And yes, it's always worth doing stealth. Why don't everybody roll? And yeah. It's always
I'll
worth...
say 2 guards in the towers. I guess.
Wait, what do you say?
2 guards in the towers. Pretty
All
sure
right,
got
so-
noticed.
So we're bum rushing. Gotcha. I need to find Taylor's thing. I thought we got put.
What did you roll? You rolled for your stealth.
Me?
Yeah.
A 10 and a 4.
You rolled a 9 and a 3.
Yo.
Eh. I'd say it could have been worse, but it can't really be worse. Okay. Right, so keep in mind the rest of you are 100 feet back, as we discussed. This and this. Okay, so yeah, you pop your head over the top, and you see one guard steering off out in the distance, and the other one just staring. And he doesn't quite have a chance to react. He doesn't scream out yet. He's just surprised to see you. That person there does nothing. So, Soren, when you get up there, you immediately said to Eris, there are 2 guards on the top of the tower. Do you say anything else? Like, shit?
They noticed me, yeah.
Okay. And I assume Eris relays this information. Judas, what do you do?
Is he coming out, or are we going in?
We're going in.
I thought he can get back out. He was
Alright.
gone for all of maybe 1 minute.
Yep, we're going. We're doing this.
All right.
That was a shorter stealth thing even for us.
Yeah, elaborate plans, one failed stealth roll, turns into a bum rush. But cool.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, just gotta go.
Judas, shit's gone down. What do you do?
I am going to move 50, or what is it? 40 feet up. And then I will hold my action to move another 40 feet when one of the bad guys, when the second bad guy has moved.
These bad guys here?
Well, oh, man. Yeah, when they move there.
Okay, so these guys, you look at them, so you kind of dash through the forest a little bit, get ready to pounce. These guys are blissfully unaware of what's happened. The alert has yet to be sounded. Okay, so you're 60 feet off the top of the map. I'll put a little 60 in your red circle on your token to indicate you're 60 feet north of where you are. Okay, so running, holding your action, getting ready to move. Something happens. Ken Ryu, what do you do?
He unmutes.
I hear if you're talking.
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. This tower, you said that there's no roof on top.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action. I'm going to quicken Dimension Door.
Ooh, nice.
So that I appear right above the tower, so I can land in it.
Okay. Just give me 1 sec, because I forgot to add in Rafe's sister. Let me just bring up her.
Hey, Randy.
Yep. Brain fart, yeah. Okay, there we go.
I didn't know she came. I thought she left earlier when we talked before.
Oh no, she's in it with her bro. I mean, she thinks you're a dick, but you're still her
cool.
bro at the end of the day.
That works.
Lost her character sheet. Just a sec. Ah, there she is. Okay, so I'll roll her into initiative 2. 5 to initiative. Okay, she'll be going right after you, Kenryu. Okay, so sorry, Kenryu, you're gonna. So tell me about this dimension door again.
So I'm just popping up right above, so I can land into the thing. Since I'm guessing I can't see inside the tower, I'm just gonna pop myself right above, so I fall into it.
Okay, and can you do it from 100 feet away?
I can do it from 200 feet, so
Okay.
I'm good.
Oh, because of your special sorcery thingamajig, you can make it extra long. Okay, cool. So, Kenryu.
Oh, well, the range is 500 feet, actually. Sorry.
Okay.
So I'm fine.
And you're aiming just above it. So you zoom and pop right there, and you see Soren hanging over the edge, and this guy saying, "What the fuck," basically. And make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
Okay, so you do a land on the tower. You don't manage to do a barrel roll, and you thump, taking 6 points of damage. And because of that was such a terrible dex save, you actually land prone on there as well. You do get up there,
Okay.
but you immediately almost face plant.
Face plants.
As you get up there. I'm here to save you! Splat! Okay, so that was just your bonus
that's
action, right,
fine.
to get this far?
I get up, and then I say, Soren, we're taking this fucking tower. And then I am going to just attack this guy right next to me.
Okay.
With a bright blade attack. Yeah, 14 to hit.
14. 14. Oops. Get up quite quickly. 14 does not. It clanks off his armor.
Okay.
Oh! He screams. Yep, it's a miss.
And then I will attack a normal attack as my second.
Okay. That hits.
17. And I will pump 4 sorcery points into that attack to deal 46 extra damage.
Okay. Or 46 extra damage.
46. for 13 more slashing damage.
So he takes 14 slashing, 6 fire, and whatever that 13 is.
Oh, the sword's not activated yet.
Okay, so 14, so 27. Okay, you come in bamfing out of nowhere, slightly out of style as you fall to your ground. But then you just ran your sword through him and he croaks a couple of times, lets out a scream, and goes down.
You're next, buddy. And then that's it.
Okay, with this screaming, this guard turns around and says something that you guys can't really hear because you're too far away, and he comes back here, takes a step back, getting right next to the door, and he's holding, what is he? He's holding a massive long sword in one hand and a short sword in the other hand, and he just stands there. He knows, yeah, that's what he does. You don't know what he knows, but he stands back and gets his long sword ready. He's what he does. Does that trigger your action, Judas?
You there?
Oop, I was muted.
Yeah,
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you dash forward. Let's just say, I'll move you out the way. You're right here. So you're right here at the end of your dash. So this is exactly where you are.
Perfect.
What do you do? I mean, that's all you can do. That was your reaction,
Oh, that's
right?
yeah, that's it. Yep.
That's it. Okay. Randy, she is going to go forward 30 feet and use her bonus action to hide. And 22. She's using a bonus action and hiding there. So that's her turn. Roof Guard is dead. Faolán McAllister, what do you do?
Rush in, dash with Tana, which gets me all the way to this guy.
Okay, as soon as you get there, it triggers his readied action.
Yep.
And he is going to take a swipe at you
18 AC.
with his long sword. He only gets one attack, is that right? That's rules? He only gets one attack, right? For a readied action.
Yep. 3 action. Yep.
Okay.
Call action.
Swings at you with his long sword, rolls a 21. On the plus side, he didn't roll very well, and you only take 8 points of damage. Hacks into you, ignoring Tana, just cutting through. Okay, now it's your turn, Fowler.
Alright, he's going to swing twice. Then third time with the offhand.
Okay, the offhand misses, but you do hack twice. So
I crit in there too.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
that's so tempting, but no, I'm not gonna use it. I'm saving those.
Okay, so yeah, you cut into him. He takes the blow like a champ, though. So it'll take more than that to knock him down.
I got to. I can't. So yeah, I'm gonna smite the crit. Oh, so I'm at advantage, by the way, all these hits because of I'm mounted.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, 2d8. Okay,
So
go.
22.
So yeah, you do smite the crit, and does do another 22 points of damage. The guy recoils back from the blow as your holy sword cuts into him. Still standing.
All right, that's his move.
Okay. This guy is going to... So Kinryu and Soren, you hear thumping coming up the top of the stairs, and rushing up is this really heavily armored person with a serious looking long sword and a short sword, and he's kind of, get the bastards! Cut them down where they are! But that's his action. It took his dash to get up there. As the guy gets up there, throw him over the side! And this guy is going to try and push you off. He does know where you are. I'm going to tell you what you need to roll. He is going to +1 to this, but he rolls a 10. You need a 9 or better on acrobatics or athletics to avoid being thrown over the side. Right. Oh, he grabs you and you almost topple over, but you just manage to hold on with one hand and pull yourself back up, so you're good. Does he get? I don't think he gets 2 attacks. No, just the one. Damn it! For you prick! And then another guard rushes up from the top of the stairs. That's once again his dash action to get there. Invisible Soren, what do you do? Right, invisible, of course.
Yeah, probably not for long. I thought I had a different spell, but I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I thought it is. I thought I had a tentacle thing that pushed people away, but I don't. Well, you know, when you're in the thick of it, you just kill things, I guess. I'm gonna inflict wounds the guy above me.
Okay, roll to hit.
What the hell? It was 27.
27 hits. Of my banana.
Let's do a 3rd level slug, 'cause this is the beefier guy, I think.
Sure.
What was that? 3d6, 5d6. Excuse me, roll 5d10.
Okay, so you reach forward and find just the sweet spot between his plates of armor and just touch him and witch! Yeah, it seriously pissed him off and says, "Cut this one down first, boys!" And yeah, you do, of course, become visible. Oh, that was at advantage. Why don't you roll again just in case it's a crit?
Ooh.
Just in case.
Nope.
Okay, still a hit though. Okay, and is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna swing there. Shot. Okay, from above, from these arrow slots up the top, Rafe, you see a heavy crossbow bolt come out, and you don't see it coming at all, but it just pings off your armor. It's a miss. Eris, but they are starting to shoot from up above now. Eris.
Unfortunately, we're pretty far back. So I'm going to start running, and as I'm running, my feet start kind of getting a little bit lighter and lighter. I am dashing. I'm doing my Thunderlight Jaunt. So I
Nice.
kind of look more lightning-y. So I do move 40 feet and then another 40 feet. So I move 80 feet forward.
Let's assume you're right next
and
to
then I'm
Udas
gonna-
at the end of that.
Sure, yeah.
You're
And then I'm going to
actually
go
there.
ahead and cast Blur on myself.
Okay. The blur, that's a concentration. But disadvantage to hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Okay, so dash up, using your jaunt, cast blur, and you're a little bit fuzzy. Alright. This guy standing right next to you, Rafe, brings out his longsword. Is going to attack one-handed. That one, 23. So 10 points of slashing damage, Rafe, as he cuts into you. Then he comes out with an offhand attack with his short sword in his other hand. But that one misses. So the first one cuts through. The second one, you just parry away, blocking it with your sword. And no damage done from that one. So blocking. And these guys, you can tell, are serious looking warriors. Okay. This guard, he too will come up here and start taking pot shots at you. Gets his heavy crossbow. Hear a little click. And it just crashes right next to you, doing no damage. That was a miss. Okay, this guy here, to do the same thing. Rush up the stairs. We'll say he gets up to this point here. That takes his dash action to get there. And this guy runs across there. Another heavy crossbow bolt comes towards you, Rafe. That one clanks off your arm as it just parries it away. Alright, back to the top of the order. This guy here is going to stand there. This guy's going to take another shot at you with his heavy crossbow, Rafe. That one's going to miss as well. Udas, you're up.
Bonus action rage.
Nice.
Sorry, I just forget about this ability I have every single.
Your special rage roll.
Yeah, wild surge.
Okay.
Oh,
Creature of your choice within 30 feet.
I got one.
Okay.
So just the bad guy.
Okay, so con saving throw for a con. This gets a +2. That was an 8. So roll your d12. So 9 points of damage. So, I imagine this is a little odd to look at. It's the life force from him is draining out of him and you.
Yeah, it's more earthy now, along with the shadow.
Sure.
There's definitely some dirt and vines mixed in, and now I'm gonna run up and and
Okay.
bash him in the face.
Recklessly?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
He's learned some things, but the way he fights is the way he fights.
Like it. So make a roll at advantage. A 16 clanks off his armor, but the 28 hits. So
16.
16 with the rage. Cool. So yeah. Ugh, cuts through into the soldier. He's still standing tall though.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. You will do that. Kinryu, you've got a whole lot more company up here now. What do you do?
As a bonus action, he's going to ignite his sword. And then he will booming blade this guy.
Sure.
17.
17 just hits.
Oh, thank God. So that's 5 plus 6 plus 2. That's 13 damage total. And then
And
6 if he moves.
6 is okay, noted. Okay, got it.
And then he's going to just attack again normally.
You can swing. 26 definitely hits, so that's 9 points of damage.
And then bonus, not bonus action, but he's going to also do 2 spell sorcery points into that to deal 2 more d6.
Okay, do it.
And 2d6 for 8 more force damage.
Nice. Okay, yeah, it's cutting into him. The fire sword, the booming blade. Okay, he's looked hurt, but he's definitely still standing. Is that the end of your turn, Kinryu?
Yep.
Okay, this person to the south of you, Rafe, is going to attack you. First of all, with his 2 long swords, both of them hit for 13 points of damage. Then he comes at you with his off-sword, short-sword hand attack, but that clanks off your armor. A total of 13 points of damage as he hacks into you from the ground, just attacking you above from there. Randy is well hidden. She is going to take a shot at advantage with her short bow. Oop. 14, Randy. The arrow, you see an arrow shoot forward and just land at your feet, Yuda. It almost didn't have the power to get there. And you hear a curse from the forest as she shuffles to a slightly different position. Figuring they might attack her there. Gonna make a stealth check again. Oh, 27. Well hidden again. Faolán!
Alright. Go. Same thing. 1,
Oh!
2. The advantage too.
Yep, so that's
3.
they all hit. That's 24.
I'm not gonna smite again. So yeah, so it's
Okay,
so hard not to smite, but and then disengage. I'll disengage, and then I'll go to here.
Okay, so you hack into him, and he's remarkably still standing, which is impressive. Okay, so dash away with Tana, cool, off onto the beach. The guy up onto the roof sees Mr. Soren there. Get up all your stats so I don't have to keep asking.
I'm just some normie guy just doing normal thing.
All the more reason to hit you, Normie, as you climb up top of the wall and appear from invisibility. What's your armor class? Sorry?
A whopping 11.
Never.
I'm in a bad place.
Hacks you with his longsword. Boom. Rolls a 24, so that's 7 points of damage. You're not concentrating on anything. Swings again with his longsword. This time only rolling an 8. But remarkably, he misses you and he curses you and says,
Wow.
"Stay still, you little shit!" And swings at you again with a 19 for 9 points of piercing damage. So he's just absolutely carving into you.
I laughed at him.
Okay.
It's kind of scared laugh, right?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so Soren, yes, he hacks into you. The guard goes to throw you over the side. And the guy says, "Nah, he's weak. Let's cut him down where he stands." So the other guard, the ones who are shooting crossbows at Rafe, takes out his two-handed spears and they scream, "You get him right under the rib cage, gun him good." He gets a spear and smiles and drives it in under your rib cage before pulling it back with a spray of blood. 7 points of damage from the spear. This guy swings over next to you. He's going to do the same thing. Cut him down where he stands, boys. A natural one. I'll give myself a wow for that as he misses the first one. And he swings again. He misses again with an 8. Then he follows it up with a short sword. And the short sword hits. So only 8 points of damage. But that could have been a lot worse. I rolled a 1 and 3. Yeah, not good for the first 2 attacks. So he's almost too confident as he's hacking away at you, and eventually he gets his range and calms down. Soren.
Cool. So are like the walls to this tower fairly low?
They're about
Like the half wall that I climbed.
the half wall. Yeah, it's about 10 feet high.
Oh, okay, it's high. Okay.
I mean, the whole idea, of course, is to give them excellent cover, be
Yeah.
comfortable standing. So yeah, about 10 feet.
That
Walls around this.
changes that. Really changes what I was gonna do with that. Shit. I was hoping they were short walls. God damn it.
Well, as if you have 3 bad dudes around you or anything.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do something to push them over the walls, but if the wall is 10 feet, then I'm not gonna be able to push them over the wall. Guess I'm just gonna have to sit here, keep getting beat up.
It's a great plan.
I guess I'll twin spell my inflict wounds because I forgot to do that last turn. And hit the guy above me and the guy below me.
What are you twinning?
Inflict wounds.
Oh, inflict wounds. Okay, make 2 attack rolls. Do the one to the north first. 18, that one hits. And do the one to the south. Both of them hit. Let's roll for the top guy first.
That's what I rolled last time. Was it 5d10?
This is 3rd level then. Yeah, you said 5d10.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a second inflict wounds on him. He recoils back in horror. You can see rotting flesh as the inflict wounds take account, but he is not dead. Roll for the second one. Oh, the second one, 21. 21 will be more than enough to kill that dude as his flesh starts rotting. He lets out a little scream. He falls to the ground dead.
Cool. Used up 3 of my sorcery points also. Cool. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Finish them off.
Judas, you see an arrow bolt. A crossbow bolt coming, shooting towards you. And with your armor class of 15, it comes towards you, and you just swipe it away with your mace, with your maul rather. Eris, it's a miss. Eris, blurry Eris.
Can I just run through this bushy area?
Sure.
Okay, if I go there, could I? How high is the arrow slits and stuff in this?
Well, we'll say they're about halfway up the wall, so from there the arrow slits would be 45 feet directly above you, I guess.
45 feet? Oh shit.
Yeah. He said to get to the very top of the tower is 50 feet in the air, and the arrow slits are just a little bit below that. What do you do?
You know, I'm gonna back up then nah. Let's see here. Wait a second. I had a plan, and then that plan failed immediately. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dash, because unfortunately I'm right there. And I'm going to first punch this dude. I'm doing I guess the booming blade.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 hit.
13 just clanks off his armor, unfortunately.
Well, this is gonna be really awkward as I'm just gonna stare him dead in the face, and that's my turn. Yeah.
Hey, you notice this guy is just absolutely covered in cuts and scrapes. You know, Rafe has done a number on him. Not so much big a number on him as he is dead, though. But he's standing up. This one is going to go for you, Judas. And all of these are at advantage, because you raged. So the first one cuts into you for 12 points of slashing damage, reduced to 6 because of your rage. The second one is a 23 for 8 points of damage, reduced to 4 because of your rage. Finally, the short sword comes in and hits you for 5 points of piercing damage, reduced to 2 because of your rage. Did you get all of that?
I did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you left an opening for him, and he is absolutely taking it. Eris, a crossbow bolt's coming from you. It's going to be at disadvantage because you're blurry. It comes and thanks to your blurriness, it misses. Would have been a hit, I think. What's your armor class?
22.
22. Well, would have missed anyway. Okay. Okay, so the arrows are flying from the top. That was that guy. This guy here. It says, finish off the lanky one. I have this. You're a boy now, right? Just a little kid now, Kinryu?
Yes. Just a little baby.
I'll cut down this child. He won't survive long. Swings. Ha! And I roll a natural 1 and a 2. That's going to miss. Then he swings again. And rolls a 19, which I believe hits you for 9 points of slashing damage. And as he cuts
but
through
his
you...
shield comes up.
Oh, he tries to cut through. He says, oh, cut down this boy. Little shield pops up, glances off. So your armor class is now 23.
Yes.
Okay, and then he's going to swing finally. Short sword. Oh my, 2 natural ones. That's a wow for myself. So he misses. He says, fuck this guy. He kind of stymies around the steps here. Why don't you use your reaction, Mr. Kinryu? Oh, you just used your reaction for shield.
But I did hit him with Booming Blade before, so he's gonna take
okay. 6 points
that
of damage.
damage from earlier.
There was 6 I had it as.
Yes. 6.
Okay, so he steps, he says, and boom! He takes some damage as he goes. So you're right, he was trying to be clever, it didn't quite work out. Okay, another shot coming towards you, Eris. Takes out his heavy crossbow. Oh, he rolls a natural 20. But that was at disadvantage. No, that's a 14. Can't do a natural 20. So your blurry self saves you. Removes a natural 20. Okay, back up to the top. He is... Here. He does. No. Here. Okay. Okay, this got another shot. Are they going to give up shooting you? They're going to go for Udas instead. They prefer to roll at advantage and disadvantage. And that's a 19 Udas, but reduced to 4 because of your rage.
I don't... Who is attacking me?
One of the guys up on this tower shooting an arrow at you.
Oh, so it's not an advantage. It's only melee.
Oh, if it's only melee, then it's a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that still hurts.
Okay,
Still
sure.
hurts.
So 8 points of piercing, reduced to 4 because of your rage as you take an arrow to the knee. Your adventuring days. Udas!
Use that rage of getting hit in the leg and gonna go for the guy in front of me again.
Okay,
Oh
first
my
one
God.
hits, second one misses, but absolutely cuts into the first guy. Good 18 points of
18.
damage. He recoils back as your maul kind of caves in his chest and he coughs up a little blood, but he's ready to have another go.
That's it.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Kinryu.
As a bonus action, I will burn a 3rd level spell slot
Okay.
to get some sorcery points back. Okay, and then I'm gonna just move right here. And Booming Blade, the guy right next to me.
Okay. Roll to hit. That
21.
hits. Okay. Anything extra you're pumping into that?
No.
Okay, well that's good because that's
Hopefully he
enough to
dies.
fall him. That's 7 hit points left. Taking 2 inflict wounds to the face as you hack him down with a little booming blade for flavor.
And then I'm gonna climb over his body and then attack this guy.
Okay. A regular attack
Yeah.
17.
17 to hit.
does hit, and with your flame on, 12 points of damage. Okay, he's looking rough, but he
And
is still standing.
I am going to dump all 5 points I got back, to do 5d6 on him.
Okay, nasty. Okay, 5d6.
20.
So
Force
what is that?
damage.
That like extra fire damage?
This
What is
is this is the where is it? Let me pull it up. It's from my sorcerer subclass. It is called the Blade Soul Burst.
it? Nice. Oh, okay. I'll give you $1 if you can explain to me what force damage is.
I consider it just like concussive force, like what comes out of Cyclops' eyes, but it's being wrapped around his blade as he attacks, and then
It's kind of like
I
bludgeoning.
don't know.
I know. Force is those
Yeah.
things that I don't know anybody who can explain it to me. Because it's very similar to bludgeoning, but if it was bludgeoning, it would be bludgeoning. So I don't know. Regardless, you absolutely massacre this guy as well. And he goes down. Yeah, that's a bit of an overkill as well, as he splats as your blades cut into.
You thought you were gonna get me.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, nice. Okay. This guard still on non-zero hit points. Looks at Eris, tries to focus a little bit. So your armor class is 21. He's going to attack at disadvantage with his longsword.
My AC's 22.
22. Okay, that was 1. Okay, finally one of them hits with a 24. Only...
I'll shield that.
Ah! Okay, so it's bouncing off your armor. Okay, from the shadows, another short bow comes, being shot. Whoops, at advantage. If she can hit this time, absolutely hit. So she's going to do. Whoops. 15 points of damage to this guy here as the arrow docks into his back, and he lets out a little scream as his arrow pierces her and he falls to the ground. He was exactly 15 hit points. He goes down. Randy grins. Faolán.
Alright. Rush into here. Just there. Finish this guy up.
As you pass right about here, several things happen with some prepared action people have been planning. First thing that happens is the door swings open. Now, what you see initially is a very, very fat Leighton Dawson. The guy who you initially met, he was literally carried off the boat with people like, almost like a king holding up a chair so he didn't have to get his feet wet as he sweated profusely on the beaches of Long Beach. You see that fat bastard. He turns, grows wings, and his skin goes deep blue. It's not a pleasant thing to look at as he grows, and he says, I knew you'd be back one day, Faolán. And he takes a deep breath. Let me get the stat sheet up so I get exactly right. And he brings a little small crystal from it. And he lets out a breath and just blasts with his cone of cold energy that just burst across the three people out front. Tana, as well as Rafe, as well as Eris, as well as Udas. Can you all make me a Constitution saving throw, please? Rafe, that's a success. Udas, a success. Eris, that's not a success. So, you can, Eris, you can take the full amount of this. Everyone else can take half. So, this is extra bad for you, Eris, as you need to make me a con save DC 19. I'm blurry. Close,
Aw.
but not close enough. So the shadows immediately shut, immediately change shape, and you are not blurry anymore. Now, Rafe, feel free to carry on.
All right, so assume the motion went through, so he has to come through here. But he's going to immediately wheel back around, disengage from that guy, and go into here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. All right, and then we're going to unload some stuff, so bear with me. Still advantage, he's still smaller. So first 3 attacks. I'm going to add some stuff to all these.
The first one hits. The second one doesn't hit as he throws up a shield. Protecting shield. But the first one hits. Yeah, first one hits.
3. Okay. And the last one, I'm assuming the third one misses, right?
Third one misses for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then, so on the one that hits, I'm going to add a second level smite,
Okay.
which is a 48.
He might look undead, but he's not undead. So don't take that into it.
Oh, come on. Oh, I did 4. I did 4. Ignore that one. I missed that one. I need to do a
You're only
48. Not a
D4s
1d4. There you go. It's a little better.
Okay.
So that one hit.
Uh-huh.
And then on the one that now the shield's still up, right?
Yep.
Okay, that changes what I'll do then, because that means everyone I hit would have to be against a shield, huh? Okay, then I will.
Sorry, just talking to myself. All right.
Okay. Yeah. But I used to get there is a question. I already just engaged once. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna then he'll wheel back and pull back out. So I can't disengage. Oh, I've already disengaged. Okay, I use my action. I can't disengage. Okay, good. I'll stay there.
Okay.
I'll use
so
an action. So,
staying
right
right
there.
next to the guy. Okay, cool. So a lot
Yeah.
of stuff happened
Turn.
all at once, but you swing around, finally get the angle
Yeah.
on Leighton Dawson. Okay, these guards up the top are dead. This one is not though. Just drop these off. Okay, what I got there. Okay, so just one guard remaining up there. And he looks at the form of Soren and says, "You fuckers are harder than I thought. Today you're gonna die, boy. Like the way you bleed." Oh, he rolls a 7. Man, I should get advantage for inspiring speeches. That one misses. Second one comes in. That was a 14. So,
I'll shield it.
okay, so your AC is now 16. Okay, shield boom, pops up. And then he swings it finally
Self-esteem more.
with his long sword. And he's at 16. So that does hit. The last one hits for 9 points of damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Didn't do terribly great. Now it's Soren, your turn.
Well, we got a good thing going here, so why not keep going inflict wounds, right?
Okay. That
Oh,
hits.
so close. Might as well just be first level.
Sure, this one's completely undamaged, by the way. First level. Holy crap, excellent rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. He lets out a scream as his skin starts rotting and starts bleeding from various places. Not nice, Soren.
He deserved it.
It's your turn?
Yes.
Okay, from above, Eris, More crossbow bolts are heading your way. These are not at disadvantage, and that's a natural 20. Not a great roll though for only 8 points of damage. Eris, your turn.
Hey, you. Oh, this guy in front of me is still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, just, but he is alive.
Really, really awkward.
He's being very, very still.
Oh my god,
Um,
Did you
yeah.
not
well, I'm
get hit
gonna-
in the cold?
I'm just
Ah!
gonna. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh,
question.
yeah, the cone.
I'll say he didn't care about his underlings, and there we go, that guy got conified.
Okay.
It was on 1 hit point.
Can
so.
I move through the horse?
I've always said people can move through allies, so yes, I think you can move through the horse, so you can get there if you like.
Oh, there's a guy here.
Yep.
Well, it's awkward. Just check something really quickly here. Other sorcerer nerds that are here, can you twin spell and quicken spell on the same turn?
If it's 2 leveled spells you're going to cast, you can't do that. But if you're like quickening a
Cantrip.
yeah, if one of them is a cantrip and one is a leveled spell, you can do that. But you
Okay.
can't cast 2 leveled spells on your turn.
Yeah, unless yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to... Here... Oh, there's like...
So you
Is
can't.
he in front of a door? Is there no other door that's open?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I should have opened that other door. This door here is open.
Oh, well, that's better.
I'll say you can't stand there though, because that's where Rafe is.
Yeah. Could I potentially, like, if I was to go here... Sorry, where's my little... If I was to go here, could I move through to this space?
I
Like
will let you do
here,
that
here?
with an acrobatics check. We'll say DC 10, not terribly hard, but you can try.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm actually going to twinned spell, twin spell Booming Blade.
Okay.
One at this guy, one at the other guy.
Okay.
So this is to hit the guy up top.
Sure. Ah, no.
That's a miss, I'm assuming.
Oops. I'm gonna miss.
And then to hit the guy at the bottom.
Wow.
Wow, I'm rolling garbage.
He just
That is okay. And
pushes
then
your
it's an
sword aside.
acrobatics to move through.
Yep, DC 10. Okay, so you squeeze through. This guy is going to take a slice at you as you go past, though.
He actually cannot, because I attacked him technically with my mobile. He doesn't get attacks of opportunity.
Oh, you're so sneaky. Okay, so you slip through, no problem. Okay, that's a very good feat to have. Okay, sorry, carry on.
I'm actually going to move a little bit further into the room. I'm gonna go to the base of the stairs over here.
Huh?
And then I'm going to quickened action put blur on myself.
Ah, okay, Blur is
Or
back
quick
up.
spell, sorry. Yes. Yeah, there we go. That's
Okay,
nice.
perfect. Okay, so slipping through, you're inside the complex itself. Cool. Without any other better options to do, the guards on top of the roof is going to take some shots at Rafe. Let's have the angle for Rafe. You're half in, you're half out. That's partly out. So they're going to take a shot at Rafe. Character sheet is... Okay, so another heavy crossbow shot comes through. And Rafe, that's an
Do we have
18...
half cover? Do we have half cover? Because I'm half out.
I say +2. A little bit of cover.
Okay.
Which gives you an AC of 20, which I think will hit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this still hits. What a dirty 20.
Holy shit. Okay.
And 7 points of damage. Okay. So more arrows flying. This guard here is going to unload on you again, Rafe. Swinging first with his longsword. Whoosh! Rolls another dirty 20 for 4 points of slashing damage. And he swings a second time with a 24 for 11 points of damage. I couldn't have done this to Soren. And the last offhanded short sword also hits for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow, you took a beating, Rafe. You still up?
Yeah, yeah. Low.
Okay, well, another crossbow bolt comes flying your way. With a heavy crossbow bolt. But that one misses just bing. Right. Udas.
All right. Let's see what is going on inside. Oh. All right. So I will hit loss. Yeah.
Okay. Recklessly again, I assume.
Yeah, I am going to come around a little further, I think.
Okay, there's still a glowing shield around him.
A glowing shield.
He cast the shield spell when Rafe... Somebody tried to hit him.
Gotcha.
He just tried it.
Can I get around him, or no?
I'm going to say the same thing again. Acrobatics.
Alright.
Nope.
Just too big. So I will do this. Yeah, I will swing twice at him.
Okay.
Freckle.
First swing. The first one hits, the second one does not.
Alright, I will 14 damage. And I'll just move him to this spot here.
Oh, okay. And that just happens automatically?
Pressure. Yeah, if I hit him.
Okay, so he gets knocked back, crashes against the wall. Okay.
And that will let me, then I can get right here.
Ooh, okay. Alright, Leighton Dawson didn't like that. He is going to... It's going to take to the air, and he can fly over top of you, but not without invoking an attack of opportunity. So make a swing. Oh, does Antana, Rafe actually, both of you can make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
19 would hit. But now it's his turn, he gets his reaction back, he uses his cast shield, so shield goes back up. But the 24 does hit for 11 points.
Then I'm also going to throw in a smite and a bow die. Smite first, a 48. Yeah, I'm doing too many things here.
Ouchies. Okay.
And then also another battle die, which is another D8.
Go.
And that's going to be the 5. Let's see which one do I choose. I don't know what I have. Let me see what I got.
Okay, cool.
Oh god, I don't even have ones that I want to use, do I? I got something I use.
Battle
Yeah, battle die. This one. Second. Missing one that I can do. Oops, yeah. I have one that I picked out just for I can hit and get the credit. Oh, here we go. Maneuver attack. So that will allow somebody else to move. I don't have anything else. I don't have any menacing in the past. So it's basically, I hit, I add damage to my attack, but one of you guys. So we'll say, who wants to move? Anybody want to move? We'll say you can move half your movement if you want to.
Yeah, I will run after Leighton Dawson.
There you go.
Keep in mind he's up in the air. He's a full 20 feet up in the air. Did Tana make a dexterity saving throw for the cone of cold?
Yeah, she got con save. You mean?
Yep.
Yeah, she made it, but then he made it, but took half damage. So.
But he's still up.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got like 190 points now.
Okay.
That's turn. That's that. Up to your turn.
Okay. He's flying, so no more X of opportunity. Lines. Oops. Okay. Oops. Once again, he brings out a little crystal. Breathes. Another blast of cold energy comes out. Judas, Tana, and Rafe. Saving throw. Oh, I'm not sure if that succeeds or not. Let's have a look. DC.
So one is okay.
The DC is 13. So
Okay.
Rafe and Anna make it. Judas does not. So
I don't think it's gonna matter. What's the FS is what 17?
Yep.
All right, Rafe goes down.
Rafe goes down. Tana stays up.
Yep.
Okay. Why don't we bring Rafe over here and let's say tumble to the side and fall to the ground. Anna's not looking good. Okay. Excellent. You just work out exactly how far it goes there. Blast of cold energy comes out, fells Rafe. Then he flies to there and he opens the door behind him as a free action. Yeah, okay. Kinryu.
I'm going to move here, and then I am going to booming blade. What first? Actually, I'm going to burn a 3rd level spell slot for sorcery points. And then I will booming blade.
Sure.
26 to hit.
6 does hit.
And that's 22 damage total.
Okay.
And
Excellent
then
hit.
a normal attack.
Got 7 blooming blade on it, right? Oops.
Mm-hmm.
That one hits as well.
21, and I will spend 3 sorcery points for a Blade Soul Burst. 3 for 11 more damage.
Okay, with that, you hack into him. Booming blade and various other bits and pieces. Down.
And then I will run 20 feet down the stairs.
Okay, it's 40 feet down there, so you're halfway down the stairs.
Okay.
So you're dashing down the stairs there. All right. Randy. She is going to use her dash, bonus action, all the possible movement she comes. She comes right into the room, falls to her knees next to Faolán and say, "You stupid son of a bitch! Not supposed to die!" And she starts just pounding on his chest, trying to bring him back. Mechanically, she can do nothing as it took her dash action to get there. But Faolán, you can make me a death saving throw.
You can sure try. Where is that on D&D and Beyond? I can't remember.
Well, you got to make sure your hit points are 0 on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, they are. I see the.
And here. So if you're on 0 hit points, it should show you death saves with failure and successes. It just changes that whole.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 16. Okay, 1 success.
All right.
Okay, so far so good for Faolán. Okay, the veteran is dead. Thorin.
That's me.
Oops.
If I look out this way, what do I see?
You don't see much actually. Put you there so you can actually see. The angle. Well, I guess you see Tana over here without a Faolán on his back. See.
Okay, I'll follow Kenryu down the stairs then.
Okay, so taking the dash action, I assume 60 feet.
70.
70. Let's say you rush past Kenryu and you get to the bottom of the stairs. You see a sleeping bed there. As I said, that's not actually up the top. Sleeping cot. A closed door here. That's as far as you can get as you dash down.
Hang out here.
The guards are going to take a shot at Tana. Guards. Go.
AC's 11.
11. Okay, thank you. The heavy crossbow, they roll an 18, so Tana takes 10 points of damage from a heavy crossbow. Tana's still up.
Oh yeah, he's at 59.
Amazing. Okay, Eris.
beefy now.
Rape is still down, or is he up now?
No, down.
Nope, I'm down.
Down and dying.
Okay.
See Randy desperately
Down and
trying to
dying.
bring him back, but eating at the moment.
Okay, we're gonna run over here. The unfortunate part is I only have so many of these, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. Let me just double check the wording on this.
We're saying
Okay.
wording? What wording? Just heal me.
Yeah, we're gonna twin spell Cure Wounds at 3rd level. One on him, one on me.
Okay, cool. So
This is the one for Faolán. I am so sorry.
Yeah, I'm
oh
good.
my
Just
god,
pop up.
3 1s.
Well, that's that's horrible for you.
Yeah, no, it was really
inspiration?
really bad. And then one for me.
That's as bad as it
But
gets.
that is much better.
That's funny.
Wow, that's going to be a record. A
fun.
3rd level cast for 7 healing. Still, it solves Rafe's immediate problem.
I'm up.
You're up.
But yeah, I've
You're
got
still
I've got
prone-
options to lift them up. Yep.
You're still prone on the ground, and off Tana.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep,
gonna move just slightly over here, so I'm facing this guy really awkwardly. Sorry. I am going to kind of clink my gauntlets together, and I'm doing a little defensive field on myself as well.
Which adds
Which
to
just
your
gives me
AC?
4 temp hit points.
Oh, 10 hit points. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, the guard's running out of targets. Is going to take another shot at Tana. Hits with a 21 for 6 points of damage on Tana. The second guard is going to shoot at Tana again, rolling a natural 1. The veteran soldier. I'm going to say, as you fall off your horse, if you were wearing a mask over the top to hide your attention, it's now obvious to the entire world that you're Faolán McAllister. And this guard looks around and says, I've never killed a prince before. And he's going to attack with advantage with his longsword. Oh, 14.
Okay.
That misses. Attack again with his longsword. For a natural 20 for 17 points of damage.
That's down again, so.
Okay, and then finally with his short sword at advantage. Rolls in a 16, which I think misses. Yeah. So he goes, which could have well been the killing blow. He cuts you up and he's just absolutely enjoying it as he hits you twice, just slicing you to bits. Then he brings out his short sword and gets prepared to drive it straight through your heart to almost certainly finish you off, but it just slips down the side of your armor, gets in the woodwork, but then he gets ready to attack again. But that's the end of his turn. Another shot at Tana. 15 to hit for 7 points of damage. Is a mighty warhorse still up?
Yeah. How much was that last one?
7.
Okay.
Udas. Keep in mind this guy's
Right.
flying. He's 20 feet up in the air.
Is this actually anything in the room right here?
Oh, it looks like a seat of power. Yes, I'll just move this guy. It's a seat, almost like a throne, but not as glorious as a throne. Are you
And
gonna do
it's
some-
up some
yeah.
steps and a little bit in the air?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and run up the steps, up the chair, jump off the chair, land on him, and bring him down to the ground grappled.
Okay, so make me an athletics check to run up here and do the leap appropriately. Oh no, actually, no, you can just do that. You can jump straight up in the air. You didn't even need to roll that because you haven't had an actual jumping. What's your jump?
I have a strength +5, so
Okay, so I'm going to say you get up there and you look to grab hold of Leighton Dawson. Okay, and I'll let you keep that 27. He's going to try and dodge out the way. Oh, actually, something. As you're leaping up there, you notice he's been taking some blows from various bits and people. You notice some of his wounds are starting to heal. Got some type of natural healing ability. What you can do about this? He rolls an 11. So you grab him. You both tumble to the ground. As I said, he was 20 feet up in the air, so you're going to both take 7 points of damage. You can half that because that's technically bludgeoning damage. As he falls to the ground, you have him grappled.
I think that is all I can do for the moment.
Okay.
Call out for the guy's help, please.
Okay. So, you've got him pinned. Big arms around him. Looks round, surveys the room, reads the situation. And he's going to say, so clever. You think you have me cornered. Have this brute. Thinks strength is the way to success. Not. And he casts a spell. And as you grab him, bow to get a grip on him, and he turns into gas. Just drifts away. And he drifts away to the south here. Effortless breaking your grapple. You can't hold on to gas. Cast gaseous form, in case you're interested about what he cast. And that's his action. He drifts away out of your arm, Udas. And then when he gets over to here, he changes back to the fat form of Leighton Dawson, in fact, not to this dang monarch form. A Leighton Dawson, you assume in his alternate form, says, get ready to die. Help is coming. He takes a step to the side here, and you see him just vanish. Poof. Make an Arcana check, Udas, as you're the only one seeing this. That's not your trunk suit, but if you can work out.
You know what? I have a DM inspiration, and I'm going to use it.
All right. Okay.
This. Nope.
Oh. So what you saw is he walked into the corner and he vanished. What does that mean? Don't know. Kinryu.
Is that 2 leveled spells he just did? Isn't gaseous form one?
I'm not telling you what happened. I'm just telling you what Yuda saw. But to answer your question, he did not cast 2 spells.
Ooh. I guess I'm just gonna run to the door, though.
Okay.
And I open the door. So that would probably be like 30 feet, I'm guessing.
Sure.
And I don't see shit. So I'll just bonus action, Misty Step next to Udas and say, what's going on here? And that's all I can do.
He's
Or is that person
disappeared into the corner over here.
What?
He disappeared.
Over where?
I had him.
Oh.
Yeah, I point to the corner.
Well, I mean, I can't move anymore, so
Okay.
is this person still alive?
This is the only
Right
person alive that you can see.
Okay, then I will just chill touch that person, since that's all I
Chill
can
touch. Nice.
do. And I miss.
Oh, look at the DM. He's all chill touched. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Randy. Randy, she is going to get her dagger and attack the guy next to him, getting sneak attack damage if she hits. And she does. So she does 21 points of damage. It says, stay away from my brother. Stabs him. Ugh. Okay. Oops. But that's alright. Faolán, on the ground, bleeding out, actually. Make another death saving throw. What about that?
I just did. I got 20.
Oh, but
I just did. I rolled 20.
20. Okay.
Right above Randy's.
Not a natural 20, though, so you don't come back. Okay. Faolán, dying. Soren. What do you do?
I'll peek into the room. And I guess I'll start blasting this fool.
Okay.
With my Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Last, 17 hits.
Yeah.
5.
I think I
Eight.
get 3 of them.
Okay, 3d12, so 16 points of damage. Start blasting. Okay. Cool. From up above, you're clattering down the steps. You see a guard appear. He says, "All right, I give up. I give up." And he throws his hands into the air. Drops his crossbow, drops his spear that he's carrying as well. He's unarmed effectively. Eris, what do you do?
I don't see him. So I'm gonna yell out, "This isn't about you. Just go stand in a corner somewhere."
Okay.
And can I, if I go like here, can I like heal Faolán again?
Sure.
Okay. Healing part 2. Have another heal, buddy. Level 3 cure wounds.
Come on, triple
Thank
ones
you.
again. Oh, look at
19 is
Oh,
better.
no.
7
that's
to
better.
19. Amazing.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go back to where I was before, so
Okay.
effectively not really moving where.
Little dance.
That's my turn, unfortunately.
Another guard appears from the top, also throwing his hands in the air. Third one as well comes here clattering down the stairs using the dash action to get down. Throws up his arms. We surrender! We surrender! This guy though, he looks at Eris. Randy. Oh, Randy. She just stabbed him, did a massive amount of damage. So she's going to attack Randy. A longsword hits for 10 slashing. Second hit. Also hits for 11 slashing. The last one. 5, so 6 points damage. Okay, so massive blows onto Randy, but she's managing to stand tall. Fourth and final guard scurries down from it and throws down his weapons. Judas.
Yeah, he just disappeared, run into the room. And is there anything I see in the corner? Can I investigate the corner or something? Or is it just that one arcana and I missed it?
You want to use your turn to try and work something out, you can. Be at disadvantage though, as you've already tried once.
Oh, well, no. Alright, then in that case I will run up, and the veteran attacked this last turn.
Yeah, this guy did, yeah. I think your rage is probably
Alright.
out though, unless you punch your nose or something.
I took fall damage,
Oh, true, you did, yep.
so run up, jump over Kenryu, or step over him, and then
One or the other, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, the 20 hits, the 16 does not. Back into him, 15 points of damage. Okay, he's looking
17.
really hurt. 17, yep, 17. 17 it was also not enough to bring him down, but he looks wrecked as you hack into him.
That's it.
Okay. That will happen. Kenryu, what do you do?
I'm going to walk into the room.
Huh?
And then I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay, let
Do
me...
I sense anything?
You do. Give you the school in just a sec. So, glowing very heavily, see this circle over in the corner, and it's giving off an aura of conjuration magic.
Okay. Then I will quicken chill touch on the veteran.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh my god.
The DM is going to press the button anyway because he likes the effect, but then.
Oh.
Cool. Where'd he go?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, Randy. Faolán's up now, isn't he? He is.
Yep.
So she is going to try and finish off this guard. She is going to make attack with her dagger. The character sheet up. Not at advantage, but it will be a sneak attack if she hits, and she does hit. And she does enough damage to bring him down. Is anybody attacking these guards as they throw down their weapons?
Well, I hope
I don't think so.
Okay. I was hoping one of you would get this, but I don't think I've done this with this before. But last week, and I got my wife to record a certain phrase. And this is what my wife says.
How do you want to do this?
But it's weird because I'm asking myself. But thanks, Megan. Randy will just get right underneath his armor, push up, pull the blade out, spray of blood, and he falls to the ground dead. Okay, with that, there is no active combatants. So combat is over. Like to do.
Did you get him? Like not this guy, like the big guy. Did you get Leighton?
Got away.
There's what seems to be like a teleporting circle. I don't know if it is or not, but I think that's how we got out of here.
We can't follow that, right?
In this room.
We can't follow him, right?
Oh, I don't know how they work.
Either.
I just take a cursory look around the room. Is there anything weird about it in here, other than the circle that I'm guessing this is?
Circle.
That's the only magic I was getting from this room.
And there is a chest here. And there's also, the other things you guys notice, there's doors all around the place, which you assume just lead up to the towers. And there was some stairs leading down here.
I should also mention, guys, that he said backup was coming. So I don't
What do
know
you
what
think
he's
we
gonna
should
do. But I don't know where the backup's coming from.
Coming from the circle, maybe?
Am I able to cast Identify on this circle? Is that a thing I can do?
It's a teleportation.
Oh, it is a teleportation circle? Oh.
You just have to go on it, click your heels 3 times, and say there's no place like hell.
Am I able to change it at all? Or like, how would you go about wrecking a teleportation circle?
DM has no
You can't
comment.
use it, right? You can't use it, right? Oh,
Ooh. Should we get one of these guards to step on it, see if they get sucked into it? Maybe it's like an always on type of thing.
I'm good with that.
Okay, you
Yeah,
does.
just like
You does. You can make a intimidation check at advantage to try and get one of these hapless guards to stand on the circle. Oh yeah. Okay. And he looks around and just before Stannis says, "You idiots, you know you've just given me a way out of here. Fuck you guys." He stands on a circle and doesn't disappear. No, not fuck you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll just sit down in this corner.
Yeah, it was terribly awkward. Okay, so it's a bunch of random doodly squigglies on the ground, right?
Yep.
Can I doodly squiggly all over it, and like change it up? Is that gonna mess it up?
Well, you're just gonna try and like wipe it with your hand or something, you mean?
No, I've got like a big calligraphy set. I've got like a whole bunch of stuff. Like writing down on stuff is my main thing.
Okay, sure. So you get out your calligraphy set and start graffitiing on it. It looks different. I mean, with, let's say black ink. Yeah, Kin Ryu, your detect magic will still be up. Her squiggling with her calligraphy tools appears to have no effect on the type of magic.
Is the floor on like brick or stone or something?
Stone.
Oh. Big hammer man.
I was gonna say just destroy the stone it's on.
Yeah.
All right.
Eudes.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, helpless dude, please get out of that corner. Please
Okay.
move to a different corner.
Okay, I'll just
Yeah.
sit in this corner. Okay, you got it, miss.
Okay, and I'll get out and I'll let Eudes do his thing.
Just take a couple big swings down on the stone.
Okay, roll to attack. With your Earth Shaker Maul. I'm not going to have you roll, because that's just going to hit. Continue to just crunch down on it. For some reason, the stone starts making a bleeding noise. And eventually, you break through the stone and dig a little hole there. The teleportation thing remains hovering right above where the stone is.
Yep, should have seen that coming. Magic.
Can I try dispel magicking it?
That would have been nice to match.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I was away for a little bit.
Oh my.
Sorry, I was AFK, guys.
Sure, you can do that. What level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
I will. I'm just gonna do it at 3rd level.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add on your spell modifier. Like, I don't know, charisma or whatever, but whatever your spell modifier is.
Spell. That is +4.
+4?
D20 +4. Roll. Oh.
Yeah, so you cast a spell.
Oh wait! This is an ability check, right?
Technically yes.
I will burn my last sorcery point to re-roll that.
Okay.
21.
Okay, so you start casting your dispel ritual, and eventually it doesn't work. But then time and space alter, and the teleportation thingamajig vanishes. DC was 19, by the way. Quite well. Yep, it just vanishes, just as your dispel magic twists and breaks the circle apart. Gone.
I'm going to turn to the guard that thought he was escaping, and I'm gonna say, where was this leading to?
But I have no idea. And he used to appear and disappear, come in, gone. I didn't ask how it worked. I didn't ask where he was going. I have no idea where it went.
Were you aware that he was like a big demon-y thing this entire time?
What? Demon thing? What are you talking about? He's a fat bastard.
There's
fat
no
bastard
way you
throwing
didn't
wings.
see him.
All these guards were up in the tower shooting arrows.
Oh.
I'm a demon. He's a prick, but demon. Come on, be serious.
I mean, really though, is tax collector and demon that far of a jump?
Fair.
You ain't wrong.
So, I mean, what were you folks doing here? Just guarding the fat guy, or what?
Yeah, it's good money. I mean, it's the life of a guard, right? 99% of your life is drop dead boring. But 1% is exciting. And this 1%, well, I could have done without. We had the high ground. We're not the best guards ourselves, but those are bigger guys. They're decent. We thought we had a chance, but you guys are awesome. Noticed Prince Faolán over there fell a couple of times.
Yeah, did you hear all the like crazy like bad guy stuff that they were saying though? It was pretty nuts. So
Was concentrating on shooting things.
Shooting the horse.
I feel like
Yeah.
anytime somebody says I like the way you bleed, they've got to be a bad guy.
Oh, that's just bravado.
Is it? That's just weird.
Why not?
I
Why
mean, you're
not?
into what you're into.
Why not just mess with your opponent's head? Combat 101. Surely you know it's more than just sword and strength. Gotta use the mind, get into people's head. Shit, why am I telling you this? I know nothing about nothing.
I mean, we're not gonna hurt you or nothing.
Huh.
Like, you're just doing your job.
Uh,
It's a shitty job.
It's a shitty job.
What's
Like-
in the basement?
I know nothing about nothing.
He'll repeat it in the guy's head with his eyes glowing red.
A fuckload of rock salt.
That's what I
Actually,
thought.
look, I got no loyalty to this guy now. He's freaking abandoned us. He's no longer here. I don't see his body.
He can't pay you.
Yeah. Well, no. Quite frankly, he owes me money as well. He's a bit behind. But
Exactly.
yeah, we're never allowed down there. But it's not hard to see that he's got a crap load of rock salt down there. And just between you and me, right? Could work out quite advantageous for both of us. There. Product down there with a lot of money.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
You know drugs are bad, right?
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought of too.
Well, I mean, is there a way that we can signal for like so and so that we were talking to earlier to come back, or what? Folks,
he said
not
he would
use
find us.
nondescript guard. He'll find us.
Pretty
You're talking about
inconvenient.
the guy that we were talking to earlier today?
Yeah, Alexander Shade.
Yeah, he
I
said
feel like
not
it'd
to
be kind
approach
of
him.
useful if he came here and saw the fuck ton of rock salt in this guy's basement.
I mean, it would confirm to him, but Dawson, but that's all it's going to do to him. So what's that do?
I mean, the thing is that we need to get rid of the like. It's not just getting rid of Leighton Dawson; it's getting rid of the drug trade, right? With this, just by destroying the amount of rock salt that we have here, that cripples this.
Sure, we can. I mean, we can do that. We can burn down this place. That's gonna be part we do. That will definitely put a dent in the distribution. I'm sure people will not There's some withdrawals in town, but it will do it will assuming this is the only place where the drugs are coming in. We don't know that, but it would at least thin out, I guess, a filter. Burn that ship too. That's probably part of the distribution. So we could put a dent in things a little bit. But as far as a plan to do anything else, I don't know what we're doing.
As you're saying
Speaking of the
this,
ship, is
Faolán,
the ship outside?
it is. It's still outside, still
Oh, okay,
water
okay,
anchored out there.
okay.
And as you're having this conversation, feel the room shake just a little bit,
Here comes the
That's-
reinforcements.
shaking some more.
Okay, so maybe we should go outside. I don't know what's going to happen, but might
Faolán,
want room.
take a step outside. And coming from the direction of the castle, see a
Oh,
horse
Lord.
approaching. Horse is a rider dressed in the armor of the assembled, the military arm of the Wanderman. You look behind its lead rider. Other 3, 4, 5 riders on horses. All is equally, well, maybe not as magnificent as Tana, but definitely war horses, not any sort of one that would be better suited for the glue factory. Serious war horses. See a third flank come. Another 10. And altogether, you see led by this one rider, 20 people on horseback charging toward Faolán, Alistair.
What did we do? Do I recognize any of them?
You can make well. It's more like a dust cloud you see initially, so you don't see anything. You can make a perception check at advantage as you see them from a distance. I'm going to whisper you something, Rafe.
So we're destroying the drugs, right, guys?
Well, we gotta get out of here. That's what I'm going. Unless I'm going to do something to kind of show here and confront these 20 guys coming in. We're gonna have to get out of here.
Well, yeah, as we're running out, I'm gonna throw a fireball down the
Sure.
basement.
Yeah, okay.
And someone grab that chest in his bedroom.
Oh yeah, I'm checking.
Where
mean,
it's
I got
got
another-
documents and stuff like that in it.
We gotta get in there.
Because we still don't know if your kingly brother is part of the drug trade, so before he gets here, I'd like to blow up the drugs.
I was playing before it anyway. So yeah. So-
Definitely feel like he's part of it.
okay. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
All right. So never mind. So with what he recognizes, Phelan will get up and get little Tana. He'll throw his hood back so he can be seen, and he'll ride Tana toward them, and he'll stand waiting for them.
Does he say who it is?
I don't say who it is, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. They're rushing toward it, and as they're doing, I'm kind of seeing the breeze, cloak flying in the breeze, waiting for them to show up.
So you take Tana like what 200 feet away from the party,
Right,
like that?
right up in front.
and then you
Yeah,
stop.
kind of sitting there.
You pause Tana, and you guys watch old friend Rafe, aka fellow Listen McAllister, is standing there on Tana. Do you have your swords drawn, or are you just sitting there?
No, they're sitting there. Swords are sheathed.
As 20 well-armed guards, well-armed soldiers, in fact, all wearing serious armor or carrying swords, charging on war horses equally as magnificent as Tana, seems Faolán against a whole army. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Tune in next
Tune in
week.
next time.
And by the way, I just
Alright.
just love this image. Right, Faolán, the
Yeah,
disposed prince, the disgraced prince, literally standing up into an entire army, putting your
Yeah, I got
safety behind. He dashed away, didn't ask for help, didn't say anything. And he's just standing
Mhm.
there as this entire army bears down on him.
Gets killed by an arrow from the tower.
There was one guard standing up there. And what's your hit
Yeah.
points, Brave? It can't be good.
No, no, I did some. I used my lay on hands and
Oh,
second
okay.
wind, so I'm at 46. Which is not great, but not zero.
Not enough for an army.
So, you know.
With that image firmly in mind, Belliston braces and